Hey everyone, how's it going? Shuffle's back here with another video, and today we are going to go over GR119. If you saw the GR2 video, I do apologize. I forgot to put the stats at the end. We lost our sound here. There we go. I forgot to put the stats at the end. I will remember to do that at the end of this video. I did move some gear around for this, but I'll show you what it was. So let's jump right into it. We're going to do the exact same format as we did in the last video, where basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a full speed run. Then I'm going to go through a run step by step, and then I'll show you another full speed run after that, where we can kind of, hopefully it'll allow you to follow along afterward. So let's jump into the first one. I guess I can show you the team first so you kind of know what's going on. So this is what we're using. We're going to be using him just for his Wrath, just for his leader skill. That's it. Then we're going to be using Abomination. We are going to be using Dolores. Abomination being a fusion, Dolores being an epic. They are kind of both mandatory for this team to work, as is Vortex. Nyx is the least necessary, I think, out of everybody here. She did kind of push me over the top. I tried this like 100 times before it worked. Some of these runs got really close, and I just barely lost. And some of them, like I only got halfway through it, and I lost. So eventually, we pushed our way through though, and it worked. So I'm gonna try and help you guys out and show you what went wrong and what the difference makers were. But there is a lot of RNG to this fight. Good news is, once you clear it, you'll be able to clear it again. So. But yeah, she's replaceable. Aeon I don't actually use either. She's also in there only for her Lord skill. Vierna is a big one. She's going to be our leading damage dealer. I'm sure you can get away with other mages, but I didn't use Lightlocke in this clear, so we used her. She's not A3 Awakened, which she's actually not awakened at all. But A3 Awakened, her damage skyrockets because she gets the kind of like the explosion every time an ad dies. So you don't have to have her A3 for this to work. Elowen, who you don't really need for this either. She's not on my main side heal. She's my weak side heal, so you could use anybody in that spot. Comet, he is on the strong side, and I don't know actually. Maybe she was on the strong side, I don't remember. He's on the strong side. Again, you could use probably any mage for this as long as they hit really, really hard. And of course Mari. So Mari is there for the slow. I actually resisted putting her in for the longest time. But the slow and the freeze just gave me more time to kill them. So let's jump into the auto run. I'm going to try not to pause it too much during the first run because we are going to go step by step in the second run. So if you didn't know, 19 is one stage wider. So we go damage, damage. And then we go Abomination in the front. We do have Abomination facing to the right. That way when his passive kicks in, he can hit all the way across and hit everybody. Then we have Dolores in behind Comet in the top left here. That way she can reach all the way to the Abomination. Let's pause it here. I did have Elowen. I couldn't remember. I do have her on the strong side. You could swap these two, the Vortex and the Elowen, and then you can put any healer over here. The reason I had to switch it this way is because I needed a double heal on the Abomination. Because I ended up switching my Abomination to pure damage. So he's like attack, crit damage with no HP subs. He was very squishy. And he kept dying. So I needed to find a way to get both heals on him, and this was the way to do it. Because if I had Elowen on the other side, then she wouldn't be able to reach across. So that's why I did it that way. And then, of course, up here in the top right-hand corner, we have Mari, and like I said, she does no damage. She's only 4-star, and she's still only 4-star. So basically, we haven't actually used our Vierna ult yet. This is going to be the first time we use it, is when these guys get in here. So we used it there, tried to kill some stuff. Comet wipes that wave. Next wave comes in. Nyx actually gets her ult off there as we've got her in. And she helps clear that wave. And you can see as we get to these guys, we've almost taken no damage. Granted, we do have the 30% buff, but that's the formation. And then from there, there's not many ads left. You can see the wall's still over half health. We use the freeze whenever we can just to slow down the damage on the wall, but at this point, it doesn't really matter. The main thing is getting it to a point where it's controllable. I think in order to clear it, you really have to clear every wave as they come. If they stack up, you're in big trouble. The second they stack up and you get like 2 waves hitting in the wall at once, you're going to take just too much damage and they're going to break the wall. We did get another one of these spirits. Get rid of that, and we can get rid of that. Alright, so we're going to do it again, but we're going to do it on manual. I'm not going to remove the buff. Reason being, it took me literally like 5 hours on stream to be able to do this, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it again. So instead of wasting your time, kind of the same as Gear Raid 2, instead of wasting your time failing it over and over, I'm just going to show you the buffed run, but it's the exact same team. I haven't changed a thing. So let's jump in. Try and not mess up my deployment. Alright, so the reason I put both these damage dealers down first with Comet and Virna is because I want their ultimates as soon as possible. I was putting Abomination down first, but he doesn't really get anything until he starts hitting people. So I figured I could wait, and it seemed to work better. So now we just wait for Abomination. It's nice that they have timers to start. Kind of helps us get everything deployed. So he will only hit one person at a time until he gets his passive, but then once he gets it, he'll have it permanently, and he'll hit all the way across here. Next up, we want to put her in. You can see her formation here, so she can hit all 3 of those damage dealers, which is really nice. And we're going to pop Comet's ult. I'm going to put Elwyn in. You can see not everything died there. We could have used the Virna skill, but we're going to hold off on it. So next up, we want to put in her, and we want Amari, and we want to put in our heal Vortex. The problem here is these guys on the right, over here, those little circles do damage over time. So if we go ahead and put her in now, she's going to die. So we're actually going to hold off. We need 30 energy total to put them both in. I'm sure if you built her up better, it wouldn't be a problem. But because mine's only 4 stars, she dies. So I've been putting her in at about 25 cost. She only has to live for 5 cost, and it's around that corner. And now we get her in. You can see if I put him back here, he won't heal Abomination. So kind of have to put him here. Which is funny because I don't think in the actual video I had him there. So I think we messed it up. So you might be able to get away with this. I guess in the end I ended up clearing it like this. But let's put him where he can heal Abomination, just because I think that's really what I was trying to do. Now she's healing. You can see her skill went off there. So now that she's gone and healed, we know that we're safe to use our ult when we're ready. We're going to wait, and I'm going to put Nyx in. Hopefully Nyx doesn't die. I'm going to wait on this. We are going to freeze. do it now. So here comes the heal. This is where we want to use all our skills. We're going to wait because we're going to use combat first. And then after combat, we're going to Virna. So we're going to attack buff. We're going to combat right away. And then we're going to try and Virna before the heal. See, everybody's getting kind of low. Here comes the heal. We can wait right until the end here. And now we can do it. And it pretty much wipes that entire wave. There's one ad left up there. She can't reach that one, so that's completely fine. It means the wall's taking no damage. If you have Virna, I don't think you have to have Vortex up here, because I think what I ended up doing, you can see our Nyx taking damage. It's a problem. So we're going to freeze. That's why I guess I ended up with Vortex in the back. Guess while we're waiting for her, we'll put him in. He is doing some AoE damage, but it's not great. And we're going to wait for our two big ults again until these guys come in, because they're the hardest ones to kill. We only have one ad hitting the wall right now, and it's at pretty much full strength. So here they come. Let's attack buff and hit comment. And then when we're ready, we're going to Virna. You do want to get it off before the attack buff expires, which can be kind of tricky. So we're going to do it there. Nyx is actually ready again, and the ads have gone by. So let's put her back in. We can also freeze to slow down damage on the wall. You can see we didn't need any extra heals there. And now we can just ult whenever we have it. She is going to heal again. So we're going to attack buff. Unfortunately, the attack buff isn't hitting Nyx, but we do have Nyx's ult going, trying to kill as many of these guys as possible. And then we can Virna. There's really no point using Virna anymore because there's only the boss left. And she's not going to ever break the wall. Also, you can't freeze her, but at least we get the defense breakout. And that's pretty much it. I'm actually going to have to run it again, I guess, because now I messed up my team. We'll try and run it a little bit faster, and we'll get everything in the right spot. Because this run, she's going to die every time if she's not getting healed. So you get a bonus run. We'll consider this the full speed run instead of doing an auto run. You get anything good? HP and defense, crit rate, HP, defense, healing. I think we're going to keep that. So we'll do the same thing we did in the auto run, just so I can get my auto run back functioning properly again. We don't need Nyx dying in the middle of it. And then after this run, I'll show you guys the gear. So same deal. Let's turn it on 2x. We're going to go damage, damage. We do want to put Abomination in before the Dolores. And we want to try and get Dolores in as soon as we can. Then we're going to go Elo in, just to make sure nobody dies. Oops. Don't worry about any ults here before the heal. It's just not worth it. But now the heal's gone off, we can pop it. While we're waiting for this to get up to 25. We'll put her in. Put this in, and you can see the heal's coming now, so we're going to pop the Virna. Actually, we're not going to, I lied. We're not going to pop it because there's nobody left. So if there's still units there, you can use the Virna. We had killed everything, so no point using our ult there because it wouldn't have done anything. We can do it this time, though, because those enemies are almost dead. So we wipe that. May as well freeze. We'll pop her ult. I don't know about his ult there. It looks like it's going to work. We kill off most of them before the heal. That's really the main mechanic you have to pay attention to. It's not nearly as complicated as GR2. But paying attention to when that heal is coming and trying to do the ults after the heal. Because if you're doing it during the heal, you're going to make zero progress. So this ult, there's only like one ad left and it's now dead. We're going to wait. We're going to pop Nyx and Combat ults. And get ready for the Virna ult here. And then freeze. We didn't get enough stuff dead there, to be completely honest. But it's really hard to see. There's so much damage going on. If you want, like I said, you can use this troll. Our Abomination's back pretty tanky again, so we don't really have to worry about it. And that's it. This guy in the top left does live a little too long because the Abomination was busy, but he goes down soon after. So let me show you the gear real quick. Like I said, I did move some of it around. Hopefully this helps you guys. I know a lot of people are using Lightlocke, but he is getting nerfed on the other server, so if you don't want to build him because you're worried about the nerf, this is another option to clear it. That being said, it's a lot less free-to-play friendly. I am very low spend, but I've been quite fortunate with the stuff I've pulled, so at least I have good units to get it done. Alright, so first up, I should have shown the full damage report, but here's my Virna. She doesn't have any of the new set gear. She's still on the old set gear. She's on curse set. Attack for damage attack. She has 156 speed, but this doesn't matter if you didn't know. Her skill 1 even says speed bonuses do not affect basic attack. So she benefits 0 by having speed on her. So don't gear her up with high speed. It's not going to help you. Mainly what you want is attack, crit rate, crit damage. She's got 97.5 crit, almost 300 crit damage, and what is that? 13k, just short of 13k attack. Next we have Nyx, significantly worse gear. Her gear also stayed the same from before and after, so this is what she was running. She's only 60% crit, 213 crit damage, and 15k attack. It's really not that great. She's on stick set, so she gets a little boosted AoE damage. I tried using Maul, but my Maul's only 5-star, so it didn't work for me. If you don't have Nyx and you have Maul, just 6-star Maul and it should work. Next up is Comet. For Comet, I did change his gear. His gear actually ended up going on Abomination. And then I ended up taking Silas's gear and putting it on him. So these are his current stats if you're curious. I've improved him since his previous gear. So I would probably now leave this on here. Although I would probably finish this set off. Because he did have increased crit damage if we had a complete set. But my Silas gear is really good, so I just switched it over. But this is how I ended up gearing Abomination. You can see he's very squishy. That's why I needed to double heal the Abomination. But if your Abomination is tankier and he's still doing damage, then that's fine. But this is sort of the gear that I had on him. And then I took this set, which is ridiculous, and I put it on Comet. So plus 10k attack, 96 crit damage, and plus 96 crit rate and 94 crit damage. The big thing is that he's almost 400 speed. Kept Comet moving and generating his ult a little bit better. And like I said, Abomination, this is his gear now. But he's a lot tankier now. He's at 61k HP, 61.5k HP. And I just needed him to do more damage. So I took my top damage dealer sets and just shifted them around for the run. And that's pretty much it. I'll show you the Eloin and the Vortex, but they're nothing special. I did try and get a lot of speed on her. She's almost 500 speed. She does have 67 healing effectiveness and a little rage regen. I could use more attack on her because her heal is based on attack, but I was more focused on the other stats for her. You can go either way. I would like to get some more attack on her though. And then finally the Vortex and the Mari. Oh, and her. Forgot Dolores. Dolores could also use a regear, to be completely honest with you. She's on Broken Set. Attack, Rage Regen. I don't particularly like Rage Regen, but it did have 88 speed and 21 attack on it, and I was going to put attack on there. So I was like, well, I don't know if this piece is better or if it'd be better to have her on attack, and I've been kind of testing it back and forth, and I can't make a decision. So that's what was on her, though. It's only 39 Rage Regen, but I should max it just so I can tell for sure. But 255 speed with... what's that, 9k attack? I think ideally I'd probably like her closer to 10k attack, but she's fine. She's working. And then Vortex. Why is the game lagging? Hopefully this video isn't lagging, or I'm going to have to record it again. So he is 6-starred, 172 speed. He was a little tankier, 35k. 36k HP, but nothing crazy. Again, I did this before switching any of them to the new sets, so he's just on triple HP, trying to get defense and speed substats, but other than that, the overall stats aren't too crazy outside of Vierna, who has really good stats, and I guess Comet had the Silas gear, so he had really good stats, and Abomination. So your main 3 damage dealers probably have to be geared really well. But other than that, you can get away with not too much. So hopefully that helps you guys out. I wish you the best of luck trying to clear it. Like I said, it took me a good 5 hours on stream until I got the right RNG and we got to run to work. So just keep at it. Sometimes, like I said, some of them I would only kill half the ads and then they'd get through the wall. And then the next run, I would almost kill all of them. So... it's try it multiple times, just don't try it once, get killed and stop, because you may have just gotten some bad RNG on your run, or maybe your timing on your ults were off, and whatever damage you were doing was getting cancelled by the heal. So anyway, keep at it, best of luck, let me know in the comment section how it went. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you all next time. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.